and do the first round of the NFC. Then
let's bang out the AFC and then go to the NFC. What's that?
Okay, whatever.
What did you say? That's stupid?
It's your podcast.
No, tell me. Did you say that's stupid, Sheridan?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay. Yes. Well, then, yeah, we can do that. It's chill.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right, son. You do that.
Okay. All right, Saints Bears.
Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Okay. Saints Bears, baby. The Bears.
All right. The Bears. This was the hardest. Like, I honestly have no idea. Like, I know the Saints are a good team, and I know the Bears like always get like memed on Instagram and whatnot. So I kind of just
sound good.
I kind of just based this on seeding and like what I know from the Saints to be kind of to carry through. So I'm gonna go with the Saints for this one. Even though they've had like unlucky playoff runs, I think Alvin Kamara is he playing? Is he injured right now?
Yeah, he should be able to play.
All right.
He was on the COVID list earlier, but he should be cleared.
I think he's gonna go off with his receiving yards.
Okay. I like it. That's a good choice. I might go a little different on that, but you never know, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you might pick the 7 seed. All right.
The Bears.
Hey, the Bears. Okay. Yeah. Now
Seahawks, Rams. Oh man. I'm extremely excited for this game, and I'm going to go with the Rams. I'm going to go with the Rams for this win.
Wow.
I think Jared Goff right now, he's like he said he's doing okay. I don't know if they're going to start him because of his thumb. But
that was nasty.
Let me John Wolford, he honestly didn't do that bad. I think he was like 21 for 38 with like 200 something yards and like two touchdowns and 1 interception. If they do that, they just got their left tackle Andrew Whitworth back from the injury list. I think the Rams defense is going to be able to stop the Seahawks offense. And I think defense is the name of the game, and I think that's how it's going to get done. Okay. So this was the first upset that I had that kind of I chose based on like the spread.
I like it.
All right. And now the Washington team and then the Bucks. Even with the young defensive core with Washington, I think you can't really go wrong with going with the GOAT for this. So I'm going to go with the Bucks.
Okay.
Pulling away against the Washington team. Even though it's just too hard to deny the fact that Tom Brady won't get to a Super Bowl, even though he might not get to a Super Bowl this year, but he's going to actually compete this year. Right. So, one thing I do want to mention, even though I have the Washington team losing, you have to give props to Alex Smith.
100%. And Ron Rivera. The fact that
Yeah. Which,
for sure. Their comeback stories of the year.
Alex Smith is injured, I think. I think right now Alex Smith is injured. He's questionable for a start. And Ron Rivera, is he going to be there?
I think. Yeah, he's done with cancer now, I think.
Yeah, he's in remission now or whatever. He rang the little bell.
All right, so, yeah, good job, Washington football team.
Yes, sir. All right, I like it. Looking good. That Rams colorway looks sexy as hell. All right, Darsh, give me your NFC super wild card.
I'm going to go ahead and go with the Saints over the Bears. I think that this is going to be a game where we're actually going to be seeing the return of Michael Thomas and his infamous slant routes. So I expect Michael Thomas to go off for probably about like 15, 16 receptions and probably like 190 yards. So
16 receptions, Daddy. Oh my god!
I mean, look at the Bears defense. Who are they going to lock Michael Thomas down?
Bro, you know Kyle Fuller, bro.
Oh, right. Will Fuller. Got it.
The legend.
Oh wait, he got suspended. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh baby.
I have a question. What was Michael Thomas injured? Why was he out most of the season?
Because he got flamed on social media.
Oh, okay.
That too. But
what was that? What was that?
No, people just call him a crybaby all the time, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Hawks, Rams. I'm going to go. there's a, like Luke kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, there's a very good chance that Jared Goff doesn't play this game. And I think I'm going to side on the side that,
yeah.
Oh man, I really want the Rams to win this, to be honest, but I'm gonna go with the Hawks, and I think this is gonna be a game where we're gonna see Russell Wilson just have his way with the Rams defense. I know the Rams defense is supposed to be better than the Seahawks, but based off what we saw 2 weeks ago, I don't think it's gonna matter much, especially if they don't have someone who knows. I mean, I say this slightly, but who knows what they're doing behind center. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks on this one.
Okay.
Russell Wilson. Take this. And then Bucks, Washington. I think, like Luke was kind of saying, like for the Washington football team to even get to this point, it says a lot, especially since they've had to go through many, many quarterback issues. Dwayne Haskins at the beginning of the year, and then it was Kyle Allen. Then finally, we got to see Alex Smith return to form. He is definitely comeback player of the year. And Luke kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, I think that Ron Rivera definitely deserves some honor as well for battling cancer, having to get IVs at halftime just to make sure that he could finish the game.
Savage.
Mm-hmm.
So I think kudos to the Washington football team, but I think that this is going to be, Tom Brady's game. I expect to see Leonard Fournette to have his way, especially since the way I see this game going out is the Bucs are going to put up a bunch of points early, and then Leonard Fournette's just going to be milking down the clock. So I expect this game to be fairly one-sided. Luke kind of said something a little bit earlier about like the AFC side game, like the game to watch of the wild card. The game to watch on the NFC side, I would definitely say is going to be the Saints Bears. I know it's the 2 seed versus the 7 seed, but I think the Saints have definitely shown the capacity, especially recently, that they might not be that offensive firepower. And I think in that case, I expect to see a closer matchup between the Saints and the Bears, while ultimately Saints will win.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that 2-7 game as well, dude. I'm digging it, Darsh. Sheridan.
Okay, well, with mine, I'm picking the Bears in the first against the Saints. The Bears. I think Mitchell Trubisky is gonna have a game, and he's gonna do good because
he's gonna do well. Yes,
he's a legend, bro. That guy. That guy's something else. And
Best
Allen
QB
Robinson, and also the best corner in the whole league is on his team. Kyle Fuller. Kyle Fuller's a legend, bro. Okay. Doesn't matter if he's healthy; he's gonna be there, and he's gonna stick Michael Thomas into next year. And then, so yeah, I have the Bears winning this one. I think it's gonna be a tight game. Yeah. As long as Taysom Hill just gets locked down, which is pretty easy to do.
Okay.
Then you're fine. And then I'm going to pick, unfortunately, I'm going to pick the Seahawks in this one over the Rams. I think that if Jared Goff does play, Jared Goff's garbage. So doesn't, I think the Seahawks have a good shot at winning this one, the easy one actually, because especially if Jamal Adams is there, because Jamal Adams is a big part of their sacking portion of their team, because he has no interception capability whatsoever.
Oh,
but
the salt.
It is true. He has 0 picks this year, so he's trash. And then for the Bucks and Washington football team, I'm gonna give it to the Bucks, even though I want the Washington football team to win, and I hope they do. I think the Bucks just have too much of a higher power offense, and also the defense isn't anything to get pushed over. So I'll pick them in that one, and also Tom Brady, like has been said before, he's just different. So.
Wow. Yeah, I hate every one of your picks, Sheridan.
Oh, thank you.
Dude, look at Darsh over there, my man. For me, I'm gonna go with, just in support of my boy Porter, I'm gonna go Duck Bears, going in, beating the Saints. Mitchell Trubisky, best QB to come out of that class.
Trubisky.
Then I'm gonna go with. As much as it pains me, I got to put a little bit of respect on Seattle's name, Russell Wilson bothers the absolute crap out of me. But like Sheridan said, even with Jared Goff playing, if the Rams defense isn't on, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough game. And even when you shut down DK like Akello did, baby, Tyler Lockett's there. So got to be careful. I think the Seahawks
just built different, bro.
What's up?
Akelo's built different.
Yeah, he is. He's built very differently. And then I'm going to say Chase Young disrupts the living hell out of little Tom Brady. And the team gets by, and the Cinderella story continues on into the NFC divisional round. Okay.
You know what's really quickly? You know what's crazy about the Washington football team and why them beating the Bucs isn't like so far out of the picture, even though the Bucs are going to open as 8.5 point favorites. The Washington football team has led, or I forgot what exactly stat is, but they are the number 2 defense, and they've held teams to the second least yards per game and passing yards per game, something like that. So
yeah,
if they can lock down, and if Chase Young and the rest of the Washington line can get to Tom Brady and force him to make those out-of-pocket throws that we know that Tom Brady can't really make, but, this could open it up. But
yeah, I'm going to say Logan Thomas goes off. My boy Antonio Gibson, who's the sickest running back in the league, besides all the running backs on the San Francisco 49ers roster. He's the cleanest. He looks so nice. But he's going to shred the Bucs. And then obviously you've got Maclaurin, Terry out there shredding defenses. But Logan Thomas is one of the more underrated tight ends in the league. I freaking love him. He's so versatile. He's like a big Kyle Juszczyk. He's a weapon. But that's how my super wild card NFC weekend shakes out. And then just because it was Sheridan's idea to do that, go this order, we'll go back to Luke and we will go through the AFC divisional round. What's up, baby?
Darsh, did you choose Saints over Bears?
yes, I did.
I think it's funny to point out that the biggest spread difference was 10 points, and that was the Saints and Bears game. And you two, not Darsh, but Kellen and Sheridan both picked the Bears over the Saints.
The Bears
on the biggest spread.
Dude, it's all because of Kyle Fuller,
I think,
bro.
okay, well, even though it's the biggest spread was 10-point differential between them, I still, like I said, I still think it's going to be a lot closer than people think, just because, the Saints, Breeze is still injured. Regardless of the fact that he's on the field, he's still wearing a flak jacket. He's not trying to get hit. And we know that the Bears defense can be disruptive. Whether it's consistent, that's up in the air. But we also know that the Saints offense hasn't been consistent at times.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying.
2 words.
I think Kellen and Sheridan should go bet some real money.
David,
if they're feeling confident.
David Montgomery.
No, it's 2
You
words.
guys would make
been on a
so
roll,
much
yeah.
money.
David Montgomery.
It's Kyle.
Kyle Fuller is going to put the team on his
And
back.
Kendall Fuller's on their team,
Bro, the Fullers,
right?
bro.
Isn't he on the
Hey,
team?
who's
I think Kendall Fuller's on the Washington football team.
who's the
That's what I just
safety
said.
Fuller on the Rams? Is that not
It's
Jalen Ramsey?
irrelevant.
no, there's another Fuller on the Rams.
There's tons of Fullers out there.
He's my cousin's friend. All right, that's irrelevant. Let's do this.
All right,